Welcome back to another episode of the Brighton Career Mode here on FC26, where today we have the Season 1 finale with 5 games left to go. We have an outside chance of getting Conference League football of finishing in 6th. Quite clearly can't get Conference League football. It's quite literally impossible. We are 16 points behind Newcastle United with 5 games left to go. We do have Newcastle up next in today's episode. We have Newcastle, we have Chelsea, and Man United in all in today's episode in the Premier League. But most importantly, last episode, we started off against Newcastle in the FA Cup. We won that game. We got into the semifinals where we played Sunderland. We won that game. We are now in the FA Cup final where the other finalists were Liverpool versus Portsmouth, in which Portsmouth beat Liverpool. So we will be playing Portsmouth in the FA Cup final. So our chance for European football stays alive, and it just got a whole lot stronger after figuring out we played Portsmouth and not Liverpool. I was fully expecting to win the game against Sunderland and then obviously lose to Liverpool. But no, we were playing Portsmouth, so now we are the favorites coming into Wembley in the FA Cup final. We are going to go ahead and simulate through Newcastle United. We are going to start the episode technically against Chelsea. We're then going to play Portsmouth and then end the season against Manchester United. So let's get to it. And so here we go. So Calvin Bassey cannot play because of suspension. And Cooper, we are trying to play to keep him happy. He's unhappy at the moment. So we're trying to keep him so the board just don't randomly sell him. Newcastle take a very early lead here, 1-0. Well, I hit X too quickly. It's just a 1-0 loss. We lose to Newcastle United. It's as expected and completely fine at this point. Brighton versus Wolves at home, and Wolves win as well. So there is our hope. It all relies on a 90-minute game against Portsmouth in the FA Cup. Chelsea versus Brighton. Couple changes. It's Weaver in the CDM role. It is Bascagli in center back because he's one of the two that don't want to leave. And then it's Cooper in net still on our attempt to keep him at the club. Jorginho Rutter is going to try it. It's saved. It's Kostelos. Shoot the ball first time. Kostelos, thank you. I mean, it wasn't first time. He did get a shot off. Brighton 1, Chelsea 0, 4 minutes in. This is a great warm-up game for the Portsmouth game in a couple days' time. Kadioglu. Jorginho Rutter into Minta, and Minta is into Matoma, and Matoma will double their lead here versus Chelsea. It's 2-0. Liam Delop is through, and Liam Delop is through, and Liam Delop 2-1. Chelsea draw the lead into half for them, and Jorginho Rutter intercepts it. It'll fall to Matoma. Matoma in towards Jorginho, into Bayeba. Bayeba. Minta over the top. Bayeba, did he K on side? He did. First time finish. It's on the ground. I didn't even double tap it. It's just a tidy finish from Carlos Bayeba. It's his 4th of the season. And halftime, Chelsea are down 3-1 to Brighton here. This is a great warm-up game. Kadioglu into Kostelos. And Kostelos is off target. Weaver, Matoma, Rutter, Kostelos on his left foot. Brighton 4, Chelsea 1. We are just going to jump to a result here and get into the main attraction of today's episode, the FA Cup. FA Cup final. Brighton Hove Albion versus Portsmouth for not just that trophy, but for a ticket into the UEFA Europa League. Chaplin has a tifo for Portsmouth fans. I'm assuming we won't have a tifo because they don't show 2 tifos. But it is Portsmouth versus Brighton in the Emirates FA Cup final. We are going with the default starting lineup. I didn't change anything, so that means Van Bergen. That means Van Hecke as his last real important game of his life here at Brighton. Hopefully by the time I record episode 1, we'll have an update tomorrow in real life on Thursday, hopefully. And hopefully by Friday, when I can record episode 1 of season 2, we can have Aaron Octu's live editor. And if we do, I will bring Van Hecke back to the club at least. That I will just bring him back. I'll bring Van Hecke back. I'll bring Coppola back. And we'll go from there. But I highly doubt the live editor will be out by Friday. I don't see it being out for at least another couple weeks, if anything. But it is Brighton Hove Albion versus Portsmouth in the FA Cup final. And here we go. Bayeba, Richie, into Matoma. And Matoma now can get it out wide from Minta. The answer is yes. And Minta quickly down to Kostelos. And Kostelos on the first strike of the game. And Brighton have the lead here 5 minutes in. Kostelos, the striker, the player of the season for Brighton here, has the opening goal in the FA Cup final. It's a great ball from Minta. It's a great first touch pass from Minta. And it's a beautiful shot by Kostelos. And it's 1-0 for Brighton. Here's Yang. Oh, that's going to be a penalty. I can't lie. I looked away from the screen for a second. I thought I was still outside the box. That was just me being dumb. I didn't realize he took a cut inside. I was looking away. I was looking at my recording thing to make sure that was still going. And make sure I wasn't muted. And turns out, well, I gave away a penalty. And now the lead could last for a very short time. And Chaplin, their probably best player, has a chance to make it 1-1, in which he will. And we are back to level terms here. 1-1 apiece. Matoma, Richie, Bayeba. Brighton take the lead back. 3 goals in the first 13 minutes of the FA Cup final. And Brighton have 66% of them. A 2-1 lead here over Portsmouth. Richie, Bayeba, Georgina Rutter, and Georgina Rutter strikes and saved. Georgina Rutter on the corner. Calvin Bassey cannot connect to it. It's Bayeba into Richie, and Richie's going to try it, and Schmid had to push up over the bar. Matoma on the corner again. Calvin Bassey trying to get there. No, it'll be Bayeba. He'll take a touch. He'll fake shot because that was a horrible angle to try and actually shoot it from Kadioglu. Richie. Bayeba. Minta. Kostelos. Oh, no, second ball. Even third ball. Bayeba headed up. Rutter. Minta. Kostelos. Is he onside? He is. Brighton 3, Portsmouth 1. We double the lead right before the break here. And we are 45 minutes away from being in Europa League football for next season. Rutter, Minta, Kostelos, and that should be game over. Brighton 4, Portsmouth 1. Now this is what should be happening to me if it was actually Liverpool who won in that semifinal. But this is what I thought could and would happen when I seen we're playing Portsmouth in the final here. And that is game over. Brighton win 5-1 here. We are into the final. We're not into the final. We are into Europa League for next season. We win the final of the FA Cup. Let's lift that trophy. And Van Hecke, in his last service at the club here, for now at least, will lift that FA Cup trophy. We will end this season on a high note, on a successful note. In my head mentally, this has not been a successful season, and that's not because of gameplay. Well, it is because of gameplay, but that's not because actual the standings and whatever and whatnot of the end is out. It's just everything else around this game and the terrible, terrible, terrible amount of bugs there are in a game that we paid extra for to pay a week earlier. It should not have this many bugs in. It just shouldn't. You can't use early access as a thing. That's what beta is for. That's what the demos are for. Let's go finish the season off. And we win the game, the final game of the season, beating Manchester United 2-1. Mitoma and Danny Welbeck scored. We allowed Danny Welbeck and James Milner to score because they're both retiring at the end of the season. So they both go on and play. And, well, Welbeck says bye to his fans there. We end the season with that. We finish in 10th. We finish right smack middle down the Premier League table with 54 points. We missed out on the Conference League football by 4 points, but it does not matter because we obviously have Europa League football joining Aston Villa, which we missed out by 16 points. That is absurd. Arsenal are your Premier League champions off of head-to-head, I'm assuming, because it is pretty much the same exact record with Liverpool and Arsenal. It's the same games for, same goals for, I should say, and goals against, obviously meaning same goal difference and same exact points. They've just won one more game than Liverpool. They might have lost 2 more, but Liverpool drew 3 more than what they did. So honestly, Liverpool drawing games killed them there that season. Going down and getting relegated. We are saying goodbye to Burnley. So one of the 3 Premier League teams are getting relegated. Only one. That is an amazing thing. Brentford, we say goodbye to them, and then Wolverhampton Wanderers, we also say goodbye to them. They'll be going down to Championship. West Ham, Leeds United, and Crystal Palace all survive. Sunderland did the best of the 3 promoted teams, finishing in 13th, scoring 50 goals, conceding 70 though, one of the higher marks. Definitely one. Oh my lord, Burnley conceded 82 goals. That is absurd from them. Our top goal scorer, I'm assuming, is Costalos. Yes, with 30 goals. The 19-year-old was the star of the season, player of the season for sure. Matoma's up there as well with 23 goals and 13 assists. I will see y'all for the start of Season 2 on Monday. Until then, leave a like, subscribe, and I'm sorry for the short episode. Peace out.